This is the sort of building alteration that English Heritage says is a blot on the landscape. Inappropriate street signs, shop fronts on historic properties, satellite dishes and aerials. The organisation says there are more buildings on its at-risk list, but its chief executive says the public are keen to have conservation areas and must be given guidance to maintain them.
England's conservation areas, there are 9,300 of them, are the most characterful, the most historic, the most architecturally interesting parts of England. And we believe that 1 in 7 of them are at risk. And the challenge is how are we going to reverse that? How are we going to make sure that our conservation areas are actually kept in a state where everybody can enjoy them? And English Heritage believes that local people should be lobbying their local authorities, their councils, to take greater care of these precious places.
The statistics are quite surprising for a country which historically values its heritage. For example, the survey shows only 15% of conservation areas have seen an improvement since 2006, and just 13% have a ruling which prevents inappropriate window and door replacement, especially in plastic or UPVC.
It's not one big thing, it's thousands and thousands of small things that are happening. Lots and lots of incremental changes, people changing their windows for plastic windows, people knocking down their front hedges and walls to park their cars, bollards, changing of street surfaces, are all eroding away that special character. And what English Heritage is really saying is that it is possible, by using the powers that councils already have, to make sure that those changes don't scrub out the unique distinctiveness of our conservation areas. What I'd say is that if you live in a conservation area and you make changes to your house which start to undermine the character of the area, you are going to lose money. Because all the estate agents tell us quite clearly that if you have a house in a conservation area, it is worth more than a house that's not in a conservation area. They also say if your conservation area is well kept and maintains its character, that will increase the value of your house too. So it's not only an aesthetic issue, it's a financial one. I think the future is positive because people care. People care about these areas, and I think that people will club together, and what English Heritage is trying to do is trying to give people the tools, the information that they need to persuade their neighbours and their councils to look after these special places.
This is the first ever survey of the condition of English conservation, not only in the countryside but in the cities. And despite difficult economic conditions, the research has shown the public are keen on their conservation areas, believing they help the local economy and encourage national pride.